Kyron came into the world on September 9, 2002, while his parents were in the middle of a divorce. 7 years later, he vanished from the world. Kyron's mother was still in his life, but only part-time, because she'd moved 5 hours south. She'd been granted primary custody after the divorce, but when she became severely ill with kidney disease, Kyron's dad, Kane, became his primary parent. Kane remarried just as the ink was drying on his divorce papers. He and his new bride, Terry, tied the knot in Hawaii, then flew back to Portland, Oregon, to continue raising Kyron. Within a year, the 5-year-old little boy had a little sister after Terry gave birth to a girl they named Kiara. Kyron Horman was really excited to go to school on June 4, 2010. It was science fair day and the second grader had his picture taken next to his project by his stepmother Terry Horman, who dropped him off at school that day. It was not discovered that he was missing until he did not get off the bus after school to meet his parents. When they examined the timeline, Horman had been marked absent from all of his classes that day, and he had disappeared within an hour of being dropped off. His stepmother, Terry, was the last person to see him. The community mobilized and met at a local church to begin searching for the boy. This search for Kyron would eventually become the largest investigation in state history. While this massive search was taking place, suspicion fell on the boy's stepmother, Terry Horman. She has denied any involvement in the disappearance of her stepson, despite insinuations from Horman's mother, Desiree Young, and reportedly failed 2 polygraph tests about the incident. Despite proof he was dropped off at school that day, there have not been any clues as to what happened to him in that hour after that last photograph. Within a month of Kyron's disappearance, Kyron Horman had divorced his wife. By August, law enforcement confirmed more than one witness saw Terry sitting in a pickup truck outside Skyline Elementary with a mysterious man, or possibly 2 individuals, the morning Kyron went missing. Authorities had recruited her friends to confirm Terry's whereabouts that day. Terry also showed a notable lack of interest in the investigation, which shook Portland and the nation from the beginning. She would eventually cut off all voluntary engagement with law enforcement and seek legal protection by hiring an attorney.